and on hlaloseditse ntho nngwe e ke sa utlwisising a kere bo Sula, that's the accused's youngest brother. He's like 6ish, 7ish, around there. He's young, Len. Are lebo ka ga bone ntse ba ngkhotla ka dithupa ka babini. E lona o tshintshwang ho etswa 2000 tse pedi le 30,000 tengwe ya Mosotho pani. E longo ha ka tswa abskondile ka gola ya jua.
Ebe ke phetho.
Yeah, ke phetho. Ke yona ntho tla etsa go moshayini no aska tsamaya. Kana gona se tepa hai. Ke tepa motho mo. What about us? This is why I made that post ke re watsa. Hai be hledi hele dia exist. Hai bona tse fetang tse ke leng ka ga tsona. Go ke sa ukuna e ka ba jwang.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yo.
So anyway, go by a break, please. It's okay.
Go for me. Hi, dumelang babuhi ba batle. Welcome to Q's Launch Podcast. Re la moela hape tsatsing lena tsatsi le letle haholo. Don't forget to subscribe hle bathong. Subscribang, like, comment and share. And haibo o batla ho tla lenaneong lena la rona o ka tla o tlo re qoqela ditaba tsa hao kapa o tlo venta kapa o tlo re sharela journey ya hao ya bophelo. Tsatsing lena re na le moeti wa bohlokwa haholo. Re na le mme Eunice. Re tlo qoqa le mme Eunice ka ditaba tsa ha. Mme Eunice ka o amohela o Q's Launch Podcast.
Ke a leboha mme.
Ya mme. Mme Eunice ke kopa hore re tlo qoqa ditaba. Re tlo qoqa ditaba tsa ha tse se monate. Tsona ka nnete di thitse pelo ya ka ha bohloko because ke motho a sa rateng letho ka bana. I love kids so much. So ha bana ntse ba hlaelwa ke ntho tse bohloko motho e ka go ka banka kaofela ba phutha ba ya mona ho yena hore dintho di se ke tsa ba hlaela. Batsatsing ena re sa tlo qoqa le mme Eunice ka ditaba tse hlaetseng bana ba hae. A ke re ke bana ba babedi.
Yes. Ke bana ba babedi. One is my biological daughter Imongwa Mahaisane. It's a neighbor's daughter.
Okay. So pele re ka qala ditaba tsa rona. Mme Eunice kopa o go itlhalosa bona o mang. O itlhalose your background hore na o hla ho kae ebe se re tla tswela pele.
Okay, that's difficult. My name is Eunice Sello. Ke motho a Leribe. There's nothing much to say. I'm just a person.
Me Eunice ka hlalosa hore me Eunice ke etsa tjena le tjena ke na le bana ba bakana.
Oh, I have 2 daughters. My firstborn is 13. Usadula Joburg with her dad, chair as of recently.
Okay.
And then I have Mimi Khosatan, aka Mimi, who lives with me and my mom. Yeah. Yes.
I understand how the tabatsanza re tlo bua ka tsona le wena, they are sensitive ho wena. Go haholo fela, and ke dumela hore ha o bobebe hore o ka bua ka tsona ho ba hangata ha ntse o khutlela mara ntho etse fihla e tsosa le qebalane ha le kwa le lona but ya le tsosa ka go batho mokgwa. But tsatsing ke kopa hore ke re bue ka tsona because manyelo yana ka ke batla fumane thuso a be le toka ka gana ha ena rona Lesotho. Ke kopa o go hlalosetse hantle ba ditaba tsa ho ke di bone Facebook ka re a tshime ha re ke re tlo bua ka tsona re kope ho batho bana ba boholong hore a go re abeleng toka go once ha nngwe bophelong ge ke ga abele toka le bana ba banyane bana ba ke ba abele toka go ska nna iswa dimo le tlase mme ke kopa o go hlalosetse ona hantle ho etsahetseng ho ba ke dumela go keteletse go posta Facebook ile o bane o bona ditaba tsa ho di sa sebetswe ka toka, o bona dintho di sa sebetswe ka tsela eo kapa tseo di tlamang hore di tshebetswe ka teng dintho sontse o pota kwana le kwana ke kopa go rena re itele hore na ho etsaetseng.
Well, a few months ago, okay, mo my mom adulang ding hlotsemo ke le ka fihla ka hira next door, literally next door mona hore Devil's Fork from my bedroom at the back ne ke kgona go communicate le batho ba heso, you understand. So I was living with my kids, but also it was a situation where they're at both premises. So a few months ago, like my daughter wasn't okay. My mom's telling me Ngwana's not okay. There's nothing, she can't really see anything. Prior to that, private party in my household, baby, just to avoid vulgarity. So that's before that day. So but I couldn't see. I don't know, like I don't know how it looks normally, highly normal, highly normal. You know? So I have this friend who a nurse. Friend. That's how I said like abona bilale teng. A ngwana o sna ntho ya nang ke mo hlapisa ka babi. Ra itlhapisa. Ka nete ba ha itlhapisa she's fine, you know? But ebe ke a Google like a sheba hore na possible what are the possible reasons hore ngwana mokana and a toddler of this age akalla ka hore ho bohloko ka babing. So nothing about the articles said anything about sexual assault. You know, I was thinking maybe bana ba pala bokamobu nene o tla ba tsule ka ntla sa apara phenti, so perhaps you get what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, let me change the bathing routine. Instead of because it was still winter. But I was like, let me change from saying and make it rather in the evening or before too many hours. You know, I was trying to find all the options. You get what I'm saying? So that was the last thing on my mind, honestly. Yeah, but I came that day, and all I could say at some point in saying so she, like my mom, she's got a very, very particular talent, potty train. Go, she potty trains very, very quickly. Go and so it was odd. So my sister comes to me and before hundreds of week she came the first time and she's like, Mama looks at because she feels like but she's also crying. So I was like, oh, okay, no, it's fine. But next time, like, you get what I'm saying? The thing that made me panic, so I was like, oh, it's one of those. And most of the time, medication was on. Go at that time, so hasang at of an 2 again. Telling it's like a panic, 2 minutes. One also 2 weeks. I was at the shop when my sister told me. When I was shopping at like very close. So then I went up. Okay, my sister's like, she won't let my mom, she won't let my sister. So I'm like, so what's a banana priding? I don't know, mine is a diva. So I was just like, she's probably embarrassed. You get, maybe she has a runny tummy, but now that because her bum is painful, she feels like maybe something happened. But still, it's the last thing that was on my mind. so ebe ke mo tshella metsi ka mahlapisa hantse ke mo hlapisa mami hane ke ya toilet pele ke fela toilet jela ke bukwa makaka ona a tswa ke no it's okay ngwanaka thotse ndi etsa hala like I'm just thinking and then she's like ouch so ha ke mo sheba ke bona hore e ka go phumuile you know at the back but then still you know
doesn't ring
nothing under the sun would make me think ngwana was sexually assaulted so even my mom ona santsatle while taking my hlapisa then my sister went to my mom's house and my mom came in and then my mom abasa maqedidisa you know motlotsa hamwetsang ho mo sheba that's the point where like mara hona motho ala ka o tshwara mo menza o tshwara teng ntle mme so I'd asked her before la hantse ke ba le dintho tseo I was like ke amabotsa you know I'm like okay worst case scenario maybe something happened but let me ask her and on hlaloseditse ntho nngwe e ke sa utlwisising akere bo sula that's the accused's youngest brother ke khola he's like 6ish 7ish around there go he's young len le bokara bone ntse ba ngkhotla ka dithupa ka babing so I'm like bana ba ntse ba pala bo mantlwane they're being explorative or something I'm like go that was prior to that day but I was like so my mom that day was like I'm about to ntle mama ke mang a la o tshwara mo montse go tshwara teng ebe fela o te motho ona ntse o tshwara ebe ngwana o fitla dumela and my mom's like so I was like no don't overreact but ebe she's like ke mang and then ababu wa ke abuti Mahamud that's the accused guy abuti Mahamud o ntse o tshwara mo e ona ntse ngkhotla ka thupa ka babing le ka ditonong au khotla jang and then that's when my mom started like bontsha mama mpontsha ngwana ka nona ntse o khotla jang a o etsang ampalama ang tshwara mona anketsang ampalama itse jena mpontsha na o etsetsa kae and she went to all the places where long hore the assault happened ka hara jarete that's when I just ne kuka ke sa utlwi na ke utlwang ka tloa so I went down to the shop again and I'm like oh my god what is this I spoke to a friend of mine I'm like can you please take us to the hospital I think I need to get my daughter checked out I think there's something going on so so I had to ask for help like Hassan ha ke qeta holo batla help then I went back up and then my mom ke mothola sale ka jareteng yaneng le my sister so ke bua le bona through the devil's fork and ha re mo ke stupung sa bo Mahamud enwa on tol se ka morao na stupu ka pele se nna le bona re sherang
elo le shara stupu ibile le ba haisa
yeah re shara stupu se ka pele so bona they have a big nyana one at the back one tall so there where I communicate le batho ba his stupun sense abon it's the kitchen door at the back so my mom is telling me I'm telling her no I got somebody nzeletsa ngoponke bukana ya ngwana and take like nzerebu ngwana goes o tsebe mami le mono stupung abuti Mahamud o nantsa mkhotla mpalame a ngkhotla ka thupa ka babing mme ya hae wa hla ba mo bitsa mamme ya teng ka ba re ama something like ama me wa the guy ama ebe wa hla a fumana abuti Mahamud a ntsa ngkhotla amotla ko a le happy hore mme ya hae o la mo You get what I'm saying? Like ola monamolela that day she fought for her. You get what I'm saying? But I'm like, what? So the lady knew meo o tsibile ngwana hae a moholo jwalo ntse etsa ngwana ka mokalo jwalo.
Ebe wa thola.
O thola tu. And as much as jwalo ka motswadi, I can understand her position, but ke ne ke sa tlo nka qeto eno. And ha ke bue hobane e le ngwana ka utlwisitseng bohloko. Ke bua because ho senya ngwana ka lerato ha se o morata.
True.
Everybody needs to take accountability and responsibility ha entse ntho empe, no matter hona ke ngwana hao kapa se ngwana hao. You understand? So anyway, that was that for that day. Rama ponising, the medical form. The one that I'm saying is in grade 7. My oldest daughter, I'm school, and I'm like, now I'm panicking. Because now if I have 2 children in this house and one of them, Amunyani, oh my God. I have 2. That's the thing that came to my head, is that I have 2 molested children in my house. How am I going to start? Oh, but her sister is fine. Her virginity wall is still intact. Everything was fine with her. So I don't know. There's a lot of things Dixon Shorana who do bua hona lodi broadcast and now. Now is it case, because now I know the accused lawyer's argument, because I've been going to every single appearance. So I just don't want to get me thinking to someone find angle defense. So I'm not going to get into details as much as because I know now there are a lot of allegations, argument on their side. Okay, let me just say, basically the safest thing for me to say right now at this juncture is that hasi yena yenzing there is proof hore ngwana o assaulted sexually, vaginally and anally. Hasi yena.
But vele ngwana mokalo akalata moshanyana eo ka ga batho ba bangata ya ba super ena fela.
It's impossible. So there's this family friend, my dad's he's an employee here, so you understand? So his son, when his wife, that guy's son, when his wife conceived, grade 4. So so this son Wahai, all these years later, is Mahamoud's friend from Hans Badula ka America Kaofel. There's this place called Ka America.
Yes,
you know, Claude.
Yes.
These people, a friend of mine, and a rental thingy in his yard. So, 2018 but it was a while. So these boys are around the same age, but it is about Railan. So one day, unatle haboyena, bamubita Max Mahmoud, ubita Max. Sorry. Baflabaya aya mono huyen. Not knowing Lori Gidula mono. Because Lena, it was like very recent, only a few months, 3 or so months, 4. So he was apparently in a situation where him and his dad are not getting along. I won't tell him that every time and things like that, and just some sub story. Akupa 3 days. It was the 7th of June. I got 10 o tlo gola at his job, blah blah blah. O sends off money bonto ing. And I said, no, it's fine, I can house you for 3 days. But has a kilemong, kimushaba woman yana rang, he's 19. I'm like, that's a bana batswadi ba mshayino bang twisted rang, coming from a dysfunctional family. Go, they were there for me. Go, remember hi was my mom and stuff. I was like, hi, I can't save your life. I can't take you out of what you're inside, but I can help you. I can house you. I'm trying to like on Facebook. I sell food like online and stuff like that, and I deliver usually. So I was like, this guy can help. I can keep him busy. Anything of his own hands, so when this thing this boy unadula ka haka. So the argument ya batho bana go re ha se ena ke khotso. That boy's name ke khotso. So kere I'm open honajin I'm not saying moshayine no walo.
So it's okay.
I'm not saying this guy because he's a Malawian or he's a foreigner. He's the one that hurt my child. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that that's what the children are saying. And especially because even though I'm not at that stage yet, no, for now it's just waka luam haisan, the 3-year-old and the 5-year-old.
But bana
babedi ba super mothwale mo. Babutswe ke khola on 5 different occasions by different people at different places. They will never be a time where I would want to conceal the person who hurt my child and want to put the blame on somebody else because that person is a foreigner. They are foreigners. Let's say I'm xenophobic, which is crazy because it just wouldn't make sense. Where I moved to Honachen, I live and the car is standalone. You understand? I had to move out. I had to move. There was nothing I could do. It was crazy. This is just not working, you know? And if I'm xenophobic and accuse this guy solely because of something he can't change. Do you need to be fair? It's 2 standalones and my neighbor's Malawi. And he was my friend far before I moved there. I knew of that place. That's why when somebody told me I'm like, what? Where this so-and-so lives, I texted him hang. I'm like, hey, I heard there's a vacant unit next door to where you live. Can you please give me the landlord's number? And that's where I live now, and I'm fine and I'm happy. You understand what I'm saying? Why would Kabeke Shaw would have avoided anything that has anything to do with a foreigner? If it's not about that. It's really not about that.
Facebook page ya maponesa wana post tu. Ena mshanganeng. Ke batla go mitse ka lebitso. Ola lokolo. Ha lokolo go tseitso hona mono mo ngwana ha wa leng teng.
Ha ne re le ka gotla ho itswe bail is only granted ka mabaka itseng and it's only denied ka mabaka itseng. So if those things that are said by the law, this person uprova hore. For example, that I won't abscond. Why will you not abscond? Absconding is fleeing. I get it. I won't abscond because of 1, 2, 3. Why? Because we have a business here, and our business is the one that supports even the family in Malawi. So I can't. My whole family is here. I wouldn't know what to do if I'm in Malawi. That business, phone. Can somebody please come here and tell me that the phone had you Malawi?
Dite.
Kinga ka utlosang hole hakalo kalo ya obea Lesotho go tlo lukisa di phone Lesotho bo utlo go ke ba tsamaya obane jwale ona le kgwebo e kgolo ya o lukisa di phone. You can't abscond and go fix phones in Malawi. Nkela haebe ha ba lukisa di phone go ka ke sa
she's ka bana re ho ba wetsa ntle le di phone.
ke yona e ka kgona hore re support batho all the way in Malawi ibile e ke yona ntho e ka etsang hore be ka nnete nke ke nka ba le ya di allegations tse kgolo ha kala hore ke bitile bana ba nyane ke be ka ba le ya hobane re lokisa di phone okay ha ona bothata. Another thing is hore na I can't do like and you're not even allowed to take like notes and record or whatever in court. But the things are things like that and can he justify why he should be granted bail? And he justified can a different or a higher court please go review mabaka be weng ke motho ena hore ka nnete ba utlwa a le enough hore re motho ana le dual citizenship. He has dual citizenship. He has a Malawian passport and an ID in court. He was in the process of making a Malawian ID.
Malawian ka Lesotho.
Malawian.
Ha ke ga se Mosotho ka pa ha di
o na le birth certificate ya Lesotho.
O hlaetse Lesotho mo.
How true.
Hele.
Which was something that surprised me again because this is just based on emotions and it's not facts. But how tlo go nna o le mo 21 o hlaetse ka hara na haena but how hla birth certificate ya how ya hospital so hlaetse mo sone be o sto sele. O sito se bala. Hona tje ha ne ke hlaile Paris. Ebe ke motho wa France. You understand? By 21 I would know French fluently. True. So much that how hlaha birth certificate ya ka ya hospital say I was born at I could read it ho motho wa France as ka ukowe ho ntse bua Mosotho. How can you not be able to pronounce it? There are red flags that I feel like they were very obvious in court and trial ha iso qale. But it is such a risk because yes, innocent until proven guilty. But before this person is proven guilty, all those confessions, all those statements, everything. You get what I'm saying? Essence is super horrible. What's why they allege this guy because bana ba bua ntho tsena ha di etsa le bosibu di etsa la motshega papa di ntse re bapala. You understand what I'm saying? They happen motshega when ha batho ka ofela ba kwalo ka matlong bana ba rena re dumela bana ba safe ka thike hona ba bang safe papa di mo broad daylight. And they argue it's impossible. He's at work. He has a container in town. It was only very recently
oh, elo go ba batla ho etsa ka ronza theola nako ena kaofela.
Go bana ha ba legend thotsana nang jwang because he wasn't even there in the qala in the fihla. And it started to make sense because ha ebe mmeo la ka hla bona ngwana wa tsa antsa etsa ngwana jwalo o la motlosa a go go theola le go
Hedi.
Ele khale ntho tsena ntse di etsa ha. So yeah.
Ai. Ke utlwe ka mola wa Lesotho wa re feile. O feile le bana ba banyane ba. E feile le bana ba banyane because rape e tshwana la ha o tima le bona la motho ba ne o tlo phela le tabeno bophelo ba hae kaofela. E damage motho ka tsela e ha ke tsena ke tla e hlalosa bang.
A tsa nna ke utlwa e ba feile rang. Hona tjena nna ke bomong bo jang. Boa mo etseng hore la batho ntse ba re ma bolaye molao matsohong how don't seka letho because now I don't want blood on my hands. That's the first thing. Ha hona letho le tlo fetola hore ngwana ka o entse jalo. Nothing ever bophelong. Ke ntho tlo phela le yona e le nna ke tlo phela le yona.
Ntho e tshwang ke re fihla e tima la ya hae o
so ke mosebetsi wa ke se le mosebetsi wa bona tjena nang hore ke kgutsetsa la iteng ya mothelong hore o dula tshaba ntho engwe le nngwe you understand and also rona re le batswadi re be sentse re na le ntho tsa rona re se okay go now having to be okay for somebody else on that level is crazy but ke feel hore molao o faila bana in this instance ka lebaka la ka mabaka mabedi ke gola maholo hore hona tsena hanga botsa magistrate ka moshaba ka mahlong je ka moshanyeno ha ka tsamaya tsatsing le o tlo tsana o tlo mo fumana kae wena ko ha ka nka ba potso eno le ngwe fela hore if my worst fear comes to light because all I want for this boy, I don't want him to die. I don't want to play God. That's how people do bad things all the time, and he's just one of those people who decided to do a very, very bad thing. And molawo be wenko fela motho a etoronko. Hi be batho ba bang ko a lot of people feel like it's not justice enough, but not justice enough yo fela le yona ke a itingwa. Can he just tell me that I don't have film moshanyeno bail hore it's at in lane ha ka decide hore o tshela le nokeng
wa tsamaya
o ya hohle go rela ha ise malawi o tlo tseba hore na re tlo qala kae hore re mo fumane
ha tlo tseba wa tseba taba tse tsa ho ketang ho putsa case ya mme ana ngwana ha e ana bolawa ke boyfriend wa hopola wa kamala ka ska mane wa tseba ntse so fumana ine ga o fihla ka bo khonzo thu ka tawtse o fihlella tsa tsinena justice ha so save for that child.
That's not fair.
It's not.
That is not fair. And haebe the magistrate di tlang ka qeto e kholo affectang bophelo ba ngwana mokalo so lightly or just based on emotion ka po utlwa ka ekare because now what you have a relationship with a lawyer that is maybe anza buelela motho kapa whatever may be happening kana go yeno with you how do it's in that position of power ka ngwana le modi tharo le ngwana le modi hlano o futla o etse ruling fela hore ach ha tswe hona taba o tla nna tla khutla neng a tlo ga bella taba tsetsa ha qeta o balea
nta bo fedi ba ke ba lo mmatla le malawi ba lo mmatla la ka
ba tlo mmatla la ka
ha ona mo ba tlo mo fumana
atsa hona tse haebe ho hlaha documentation e bontshang hantle hore that very same birth certificate yeah certain hospital e bontshang hore the mother and the father nationality ya bona ke Malawi motho nang ha qeta o bale ha gone go le go a bo nkgono ha ikya motseba ke mammang wa ka ntsena nang ha le sia mo kae you could start looking for what's who are these people? Who are they? Ha ba ka fihla ba kena koloing ka ofela ha bona ba tsamaya tsatsing lena. What are we going to do? So how much what about me? What about Mwana? What about us? This is why I made that post. Kire whatsa highway lady heledi exist. Ha bona fetse fitanze tse ke leng ka ga tsona. Go go ka sa ukuna e ka ba jwang.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Justice has to be free. Like, you don't have to fight for justice.
Sure.
You don't have to fight for children to be protected. Anybody can be raped. You can blame blame. But nobody deserves to be raped. And not just Manak. But people are getting raped so much every day. And what's the use? What's the use of there being a justice system? But graduate LLB, what's the use? Or graduated just to get into a system that doesn't fight for justice. You are studying a lie. o hlwella di renke only to be on the wrong side of justice. And because I'm not a magistrate, I'm nothing. Ngwana ka se letho. Because hona motho mo that's in power.
We are not saying magistrate but hona le batho ba bang ka njojo go ba kubute.
A tsa yo ya jojo ha ke batla le hore ke kene go yona tsana ho bane. Ho bana ha e bona le motho bophelong a ka kgonang hore a re o nka jojo. Ha o nka jojo ya ngwana le moditharo wa bitueng le mong hape le modihlano wa bitueng o etsang. Hana jana ha re bui ka a traffic cop. Etlo you ere ha ona spare tire kapa diski expired. Ha re bui ka kore just a petty crime. We're talking about 2 very small children that hardly know what's going on. Lefatsheng mon ha go nka jojo ya ngwana bitueng o go etsang. So I don't even want to think about it because hana bo khobo bo fetang bo. Ke rather e ka be le nna e be o itjella jojo he ha e be o le motho a jojo a tsene ke tla khona hore ke bona ke tswala kae.
Yo.
So anyway, go by a break, please. It's okay. Go for me. Wanaka o buile hore bana ba bo moshanyane ba mo harasa. I have a recording.
Ba mo harasa ba?
Ba mo harasa like Devil's Foko ki da bana dinala ntho mo ya gore nne o tla so fumana hona le lengwe tswileng e be sia space. So bana ba nna ba tla ba tswale mono ba etsang. So literally it being that never dula mona bana ba tloetse bana le pele ke move in mono since ba tloelana it's next door you understand ho tletse bana mono so there will be a time when a hlokang ho ya ka odimo for whatever reason at my mom's house ebe o fumana one of the sisters wa moshanyana nga high schooler go motho mo holo la hla mono bona o sena mo holo pale ba ula fihla a ka bona batla a ne ya dikobo a hlatsitse dikobo ngwana gona mohasa ka metsi ya mohasa mothibela ga ska tswa le mon devils for mono a ne ya dikobo a mo etsa nthweno a le ka mo ihlalosa e bohloka I have a recording that I would like for you maybe to play edit and shorten ke hola where necessary but ya hlalosa wa ihlalosetsa mono gore na king e ne etsahala so ka go monyane what's our every month batla ka lebitso le letšha ba le bua hangata that time hands andretsa na re ke logile nthwempe but mono ka detecta gore oh hara austandola tsamaya aya mogotsi wa hae classman austintle bane hona le an incident ya bana ba holonyana e mong a wele ka metsing ebe it was alleged to e mong wa bona mo pushile so kai we bua ntho so she was trying to explain hore na kwa austandwa qetang ho tsamaya nsia ke le mo a tsamaya alo botsa about her friend o tlong ho thotsa me o tsamaile le noka ebe ke sala ngwana ne no sala nketsa tjeng that's when I discovered her has it or she doesn't know na toro na ke wa bon la ntsa re ke logile nthwempe why Peter ngat in that recording
so ke na le ke taba hore ha so click ntoma no ya disbelieve is this happening to me
she doesn't know ha tse go motho a robetse ho na ntho tse etsahalang ebe e bitswa toro I detected cha o tla ikutlela le wena Chona ntho etsang hape ho etseng Benzing.
Tangkwala ke dum ho jiska tswa ha ja ka udimo.
Ni.
Ma bana Hussein hona tjena Hussein.
Sentse re dula mo. Ka ba sentse re dula kwa.
Mon.
Ba o kalla le mana.
A ja sa ga kere. A ke ho sa tsere ku ba za ha Baba wa rotse kuba ya pili alula kuba ya pili isa pili antsa kwala
hangata ke bona o ntse mona nena 3
unkwaletse ha 1 ankwala ha 2 ankwala ha 3
ke batla go utlwa gore na ntho ya go ba o kwalletse au ene le ntho nontso e loga ka ba ke ntho e tsaitseng bophelong sa mane
ke nna tsa ke lo
pepe
unkwala mani unkwala handa to go tsuwe I swear ha di batale
wana ka pepe kwa
and then half time ra ke dilo ho tsama aya ha bo ausiding ausara ate hadi shaba ate ausara wa mtsusa jale
ene ntse le togo mo thando a etsa maila ile ausding o no ntse lo ga mimi ha etsa hala ausanola saya ona saya ho ausding tazini
ausding ona ile
ke ono sa lore
Ke ne ke lora empa ke sa lore.
Ha re bue ka taba motho ena a lokollotseng toronkong hore o itse o la kopana le yena o la mmona ka toropo no etsahalang ka yona nako.
So when we were in court, the time I was going, one of the other things he has another alternative place to be. The witnesses.
True.
So at his uncle's house. So as much as there's been hearsay, but I don't really want to take it into account. But a few days ago, last week, I went to town with my mom, Leana Ngwana, and while we were walking around buying things, my mom calls me. Mashangene o ke re how hona motho ana itse o tsamaya a rwetse mask le sport ka gore motho a ipatileng. So ke mmotse ke re o entseng o ipate o rwetse sport o rwetse mask he's comfortable o dutse mono pela mono mo ba lokisetsa di phone teng. O ntse bua le mashangene mo ke re o bona body language ya hae le jwang o ga anu very unbothered
and relaxed.
Gore despite the fact that maybe he's trending, his face is all over, this person, obviously, a calm, and a reassurance that there's nothing that's going to happen. So, we change route, go to a town altogether because, as it stands, she doesn't know, and it's not a conversation that I'm intending to ever have with her because that's where exactly how much the law system failed us in this instance because she's going to ask me why. And now I don't know why.
Really, o tshwere bang ngwana o jwang ka mora tsona ditaba tseo.
She's not fine. She's not fine at all. Very recently. All of a sudden, she's due for emergency heart surgery in Bloemfontein. She's never been diagnosed with anything. In all the years, all the time, there's never been a time more at any time. But I get my baby among the 5-year-old. So the 5-year-old, this is how it happened. It's weird. I don't want to make any insinuations, but I'm just going to say it how it is and how things happened. Since and it's still next door, although I moved out, my family is still there, like right in the vicinity. So we hear wa mohaisane a le 5, the other victim o tlama o rashetswa sepetlele o kwentse speaker. Ha ke re o kwentse speaker, I'm talking about a nail like le kana le monwana. Along with a hammer, like something that yes, and it was weird. Okay, ukwenza speaker jang ne ke le sekolong and ka senza ka le boxing ka sekinya ka no nyebe Seattle jo from the throat, the lungs, everything. Nothing was affected. Spinal cord. There's an X-ray on my phone. Yeah, young one, and usually after that hands ke bua le batho ba itse speaker usually se lata spinal cord ka highway sa hlaba pelong ha se qala se fihla ka hara the system. Okay, the child was hospitalized, speaker is stalled, so she was due for emergency surgery in Bloemfontein in Tang, speaker is saying this was before work. In the very same time, when I gave sel motho a kgathala king, what's wrong? Pelo ka e bohloko ke mo isa doctoring. I was very busy that day and my mom also couldn't go, so her sister is old enough. He said to the doctor, and then literally I just got back into the house. I get a call. The doctor is like, Meg, please rush to the hospital now because we need to talk to you about something sensitive. Is there nobody else who's a man lene, nobody and I'm like, no, it's just me. She needs, as soon as Hosani, she needs to go to Tshepong and then be transferred to Bloemfontein because if I don't act now, her heart is failing. Passing the blood in one direction, so Maria I pull her in all directions. Like there's just free flow of blood, and in a minor child of her age, it doesn't give her much long to survive. He thinks. I asked him why all of a sudden, why was and then he said no, she was born with it. I'm like, how have I never heard of that before? And the first time I said an emergency, and she needs surgery now. I just told him I need time to think about it. He was like, please don't take it lightly. This was in November sometime, because he wrote me a letter to Home Affairs requesting an emergency documentation Hana passport. So guys, so had to just, and we need to fill in Bukana High to blah blah blah. I didn't go back. I could not digest it. I'm like, I'm just not ready for this. So I could say there's a lot of things, some things are spiritual. It's just a bit weird. Both the victims fall sick, go on. That's serious.
Because ngwana ke banga sintho speakiribe wa sekunya se fete fela e bana
o hore a ka nka speakiri se sekalo a se kenya ka hanong e be se it's just I don't want to speculate haholo, but if you ask me that's how she's going now. That's how it is.
But when I ule motswadi yo tshwebang e affectile bophelo ba hao because you are a businesswoman. It's
affecting me because I get there's my mom. As much as my mom lives with her, I feel like she's also used to being with me a lot, and she and really the fact that my mom next door all the time udula at the place it triggers her every day. She sees the family every day, like in Tomonao. Batho would always want to greet. They would this person one leg but dumela.
As Africans, as Africans, no.
ba ga se ngwana bona a entse ntweng
le ha ngwana sa supa go nkukile ampe ya stupung mme wa ha ya mo fumana ba nna mo phamisa mo tla ntse ba hana le tsona tseo
lawyer o tshilo that's ridiculous ha ona ntwiralo ho motshare mo batho bantse ba fetebe ho thungwana o ntse go etelwa mono
sure
so ha ba dumele ba testify in court ba be di argument tsa bona hore na ho baneng ba advocate ga se ngwana bona and no matter what they can say this is not my case this is not their case ke case ya bana ngwana monyane le ngore ha mo go mashopong hona tsena na ga khutla lebetse gona yena o na le rekang o mo file chelete ka mokalo ha ke wika go ngwana tsamotla le lebese o tle le toilet paper. I'm not talking about ntho tsa batho ba holo tse ba ka di lebala. I'm talking about the fact that o tsaka tlunga go lo reka lezimba. You understand? And half it like I'm on lebetse na ona batlang kapa you understand what I'm saying? Ha ngwana mokalo ha sentho ka irutang hore o churching. You cannot.
Nna ke ha ona ngwana ka tloa fela ibe hore abuting yo ke ena nkentseng ke.
So bare it is the other boy I get that I was housing my little brother. And trust you me, it would be him going through this because how na motho ke tlo mo sireletsa khahlana le ngwanaka. Go la se ngwanaka fela anybody because ntse ke lona le ngwana ne mo ntse swaka.
Le Facebook uba postile ba le ba.
You understand what I'm saying? Even against the mother's will because she's scared. What's her bahantsa bona ntutena kaofela she still lives le bathwana malaini mono I'm putting her in a tough position but I have to do it. It's something that I have to do and I pray by gore ha be ntate modimo re magapelang wa phela kannete bana bana ba tlo thuseya gore
they have to. Ke kopa ha re tlo phethela ditaba tsa rona o go betse o ke a tseba no tlo etsa a walk kapa ke re mohwanto o batlang justice for these kids o ka re fa dintlhahanyane ka tsoka ona ke
mohanto ke khola nna as an individual I'm not involved ka ra ona because ke le ka hlakisa taba hore as much as o kan thusa le morero wa ka but ha ke batlo re ebe ho tlo tla o thuke jala mo ferefere kapa something that was said in court again was that I'm the mastermind of ntena ngenna ala fihla tsamaya go mosadi ya nne ke ngwana ha o bituwe ke ngwana eno yo ho thuke nna everything is me and I'm doing this. Yeah, he's a Malawian and I'm just xenophobic. Gore. I have a vendetta. Ka ngwana bona elong hore I took as a brother as well, for real. Ha be ngwana ka ha bua le hona tjeng. Ntsa abuti Mahamud ela butwa hai. You understand what I'm saying? It's nobody that I ever would ko ne ke sa kgolwe. I couldn't believe it because he's so sweet. And it's not personal. It's not personal. I hardly even know him enough for him to draw that much attention to me. He's very, very insignificant. I want to be blatantly honest. He could feel so special, such a perfect candidate. More frame. It's ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? My child ubuan twin. There's evidence. They were asked on multiple occasions. The same thing. The fact that the LMPS posted saying it's just that what's about bana bamamela of taka mogore kana hanang ka teng ha ntse o bua mona nang ha ebo mimi ho bua apparently the day in nanekele siko ha bathwana ba gutla ngwana bona qeta o tshwarwa I wasn't even there yet next to qetele ka spetlele ka bana I wasn't even done. You understand what I'm saying? but hanze ke le siko apparently ho bue ka yona ntho eno. You get what I'm saying? And we spoke about the fact that children love me. Reception it's how it is. Even now I don't live there anymore. But since they see me, le ba bang o bona ba khalmetso o skene batla ho nna bat ngwana ke ngwana o tsebe ngwana o tlatla a ikhopole ka mora hore e shana ho itswe
skene katle.
You understand? Yes. Yeah, I'm like, no, it's okay, baby, it's fine. So what's the look at the details the case and I have so much information it's because they feel safe to talk to me, and honest to God I wish they didn't, because it's so heavy.
But apart from those two kids, the victim,
no, I'd really choose not to talk about, because it implicates Batswadi Babona, and it's just going to cause conflict for Motimu, not me, but I think if I disclose in Totzeralo, it's not safe.
I understand. Jwale jwalo ka ha o hlalosa hore le bahaisa le abutenwa a entse ditaba tsena tse sana ba ntse ke ba tlo ibitsa ka lebitso because you I'm sorry ba le tshwarevang
Chena hayo ha se motho a dulang on the premises, but his family, like his mom, his dad, le bana babo badula mo. So he has these two sisters by school. The first day the guy at Latswaro. Before I got home, and all of that. I give it a high. My firstborn, the neighbors, those two girls never entered drama about what like the devil's folk, the burglar.
Yes.
The burglar by what where's she Gore wanting to beat me up or now, where do I get the audacity or get say and whatnot. So anyway, I just wanted to go, and then they took me out. I went for dinner with a friend. So I went out for dinner with a friend. The following morning. So that incident wasn't nice. It really wasn't nice. I didn't say what reaction were they expecting? You know? I have a recording phone. You know, sometimes I record her. How wouldn't to say tata? Like I'm like I should call again record it, because I don't know, like it's what how much I puela towards I who such a land nase ke dinarate go bona lo feta ke a you know, leaving the emotion who glory these things didn't happen. She speaks with so much conviction when it's herself speaking for herself, you know. So I want to I guess these children play all together. Like their neighbors, the neighbors' children, and my children, my brother's children are also at my mom's. So she was trying to devil's folk so those spaces are where the kids like to go through, even though landlord but my daughter so when she was trying to go there, one of the sisters and mo hasa ka metsi like a mo etsa ntho eno bohloko eno ka dikobo ha tla ma o feta and going down the gate at the bottom hona le baka mono so kwa le bona ha ba an easy nyana ka o pota le mono so literally amokwalla ntjetsa gore a ne ya go ya pele a ne a nthibela tsela but she's trying to explain to me harassment eno ela mo etsa hal and ela mo tsosetsa maqeba because after that she started talking ga hona tsena abuti Mahamudu santsa nkgotlile ka babing nkutsa bohloko tshele bo ausimamang le bona ke bana ba busy ba nketsa tsena so I feel like it's not conducive because like ngwana o tla ma phele kae because I cannot say kitla dula kena le yena I'm busy, I'm working for yena ngwaneno. You get what I'm saying?
And ne tlame hore be ke moshanyane no tsamang iseng e be lo ba leisa ngwana.
On top of that mo dulang it's our family's property. We can't just say we're going to up and leave kapa re tlo tswa re rekise ntlo ka batho ba hirileng belong hore ba temperana le witness ba harasana le witness of the case, a primary witness of the case. Ho itse ka court moshanyane no aska temperana le witness akere so ha ke phone la maponesa ke ba bontsha ibile I wasn't there, I was with her at where I had moved wa bona ebe ke send la America this clip. I'm like ebe ngwana o le ka hore mmo ebe ntse ba mo etsa do you know that my mom went out akere o na le ntho e buang bongwana re ke lo rile ntho bohloko eng athe a se toro she's like ona ne ile go ya pele ana go ba 2 ana go ba 3 ana ke feta you get what I'm saying and actually her sister had just left her so she found herself in that position again with these people again with nobody to help her about mo ga tsolo hona tlase mo no ga potolo wa tsebo nyolo ai ha
bana ba mo harasa
I sent the recording to the prosecutor, I sent it to the investigating police officer. I sent them the pictures that my mom took of the blankets or no this thing actually happened. And the prosecutor didn't even open my texts. But then the police officer called me he told me impantutse na hona mo di amana le case ho itswe moshanyane eno ebe yana ska asa temperaneng le batho ba ke re ba
le lapa le harasa ngwana
le lapa la bona ba yena motho eno o re ke taba tsa ba haisano sitwe ke gore o isolvela
no
ke re ke isolvela jwang hona tse ha ke ya mo how ba le conflict I went you understand ka mora mono a ntwetsa gore and I even told him ka wa tsa o nketsa gore ke regreta gore how next time how hlan twetse ebe ke nkela molao matsong because kuka molao sa nsireletse o sa sireletse ngwana a powerless hona tshela ka ntse ke ba tlwetse ba tshiste moshanyane no ka taere a re jo so hloleile wa tshwana
but wena how no le wena itsa molao no ka go itsa hale
no and how na ntwenyane there's nothing o ka thomfela this is just a small thing you understand what I'm saying? Because Mola was there to protect. So if I'm saying this thing, that element of protection is not there, please do something. What's going to happen? What's worse that could happen? Already in tempi sense it's like nothing's been done about it.
Hoya ka wena no ka go hetsa le go ga so thwe hona tsena re be a sohle matsong a ha go ena etsang diketo go ena etsang mo ka go hetsa leng ka moshanyane
batho bana nang the whole family ba hirile they can go ba batle ndlong ke ngwe go just to ngwana na be hantle they are still living in the same yard as emong literally mama dia bona ba pile go it's a horror every day they're never going to heal even ntore be hotho batho ba hara kore hona le bana ba Basotho ba phediswang ha bohloko ke le lapa le leng la batho be leng hore ha bo bona ke Malawi bana ke Basotho hona ba Basotho ba tla ba phediswa ha bohloko ke batho ba tswang ka ntle and molao o utlwa ke re it's okay they can go fix phones in Malawi it's not like it's an established empire or it has too many assets to be moved or anything. If they are fixing phones, it's very painful. When like re ga tsamaya ke a bothabothe ntse ke tlo ba bona ngwana o ntse tlo ba bona ha ke re ke a tsamaya ke a maseu ntse ke tlo ba bona everywhere I go ka gana hina na ntse ke tlo ba bona hona je mo ke movetseng teng there is a very, very good school, Pelate, a private school that I had already gotten Wanaka admission before before they came to light. You understand? She's already school. I'm not even sure it started before. So I've changed her schools twice. She's 3. She just turned 4 at the end of October, but she's young. She's already school hopping. She gets stability. She can stay at school until maybe at least higher one. But preschool. Now, okay, I'm like, okay, this school is so close to where I live. It's a good school. Really, now that she discovered Hore, the sisters, the whole family, it's another inconvenience on my part. And it's a very costly inconvenience because now all the money that I find myself having to spend every day, day in and day out to rectify, it's inconveniencing to me. I have to focus on there's counseling for me, there's counseling for Wana, there's having to go up and down the ministry and there's having to pay for lawyers, there's having to do a lot of things that I didn't have to do had the law just done the right thing. It's another inconvenience, a financial inconvenience as well. A new school, another school. And the only second option is somewhere past town. There's transport, there's, a packed lunch, there's all of that. It's just an inconvenience. And I want to inconvenience. Hangata. Mewateng uboni. Wana hai alika udima wanaka. And she says it over and over and over and over again. It's not something that she could start a haka boots on. Ama uboni kapa. What happened? Aka narrate. So give me shanyanin. Give me wahai. Give anabana babo baharasan. They're at the school. Go. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Why am I going through this? And I can't do anything. This is why I said on Facebook that I feel like I'm in hell. Overnight, and I woke up in hell on earth. Besembasoto. Kiek ai. It was an option, a schooling option. When there's Sophia, I get it. I decided to change the whole butabote thing because it's so many inconveniences. They affect permanent. I'm not married. I'm the one who has to protect Mwana. How am I supposed to protect her when I'm not even protected myself? How is she even supposed to feel protected when I'm running? For my life, I'm running for her life. Anything can happen to me.
Ha ke re tlo ho protecta di rapist. Le molao ko shebe tabena di beili tsa 500 ka tsela e nngwe. Motho ha tlo re ipa ngwana a 3 years e be o lokolwa ka beili ya 500 ka pa 1000. e be o thwe bentseng lo sa theosa mo e bentsa tsa maripa ba bang fela no
so kopa o tlhalosa tabeng ya bail ka court how tla grant to a bail mashayino no fue 2000 ya bail ya ba ho thwe Mosotho abe paneng tšhelete le kanang le ka ba tape actually not tšhelete tape e ka worthang 30,000 ya ba ho feduwe ya ba ka moabono ha ba le argument gore no but case tsena di pedi di agwane as much as they were consolidated it's just to avoid repetition doesn't make it now automatically one case e be le hona the magistrate a itšhintšhang a sa nkile qeto ya gore it was enough gore fela ebe le motho a correctional a bontsha gore jole motho ya nang ha ebe o lokollwa ka bail for one charge ha re tlo kgona mo lokolla ka tongo ba lo tla bontso pendile engwe e lona o tšhintšhwang ho etswa 2000 tse pedi le 30,000 engwe ya Mosotho paneng e leng gore ha ka tswa abscondile ka gola ya jua
e be ke phetho
yeah ke phetho ke yona ntho tla etsa gore moshayini no a ska tsamaya kana gona se tepa hai ke tepa motho e mong
but hona tje ha re phethela o ka reng ka justice system ya Lesotho o ka reng ha ka kopo ka sello sa hao hore batho bana ba etsang molao ba ke ba o shebe ka tseleng o ka reng
nkare justice system ya Lesotho e fa banna bashanyana sebete sa o beta because every action has consequences and the consequence that rapists, pedophiles, molesters, monsters, these sick people get, or the consequences that they get are hardly consequences. If I was a rapist and I had a fetish of hurting people to give myself satisfaction, I would do it all the time. Because the justice system is very lenient when it chooses to. In my case, ke buelele nna le ngwana ka le bana banana. Because by the way, case ya ngwana lwaka e entse ntho thweng ke consolidate. So basically it only has one case number le gotle mo. So I ke bua ngwana ka ke story ke sie enwe mo. You understand? Literally there's one person that was in the position of making one decision, either for justice or against justice. Motaza peisung khang motsotsong ngono and ke yana motho ankileng qeto fela hontsonal the magistrate tse ding. That's why ha ke sa lo sure na ke tla is it the entire justice system kapa honal the individuals tse nkareng di tibetse hore ha o dutse mono na o duletse ho etsa eng. And if you can go and study LLB and go further and climb those ranks, hona na go batho ba mbale balang hore na what are they doing them for? Na motho mo aka tlatsang di certificate le boto hore ba khotsi ba ha ba fihla ho nwa di whiskey ba bone. Hona le mong atla ukusisa hore I am here because I will stop at nothing to protect everybody that is vulnerable. Everybody that is weak. Because now I have the power. I've studied passionately and compassionately. And haibo dutse monong ebe o utlwa ka are o sena bonnete just because there is it's hypothetically hore ka nna ba ha se motho eo utlwa ka are the 50% ya hore there's a chance ya hore ke ena motho eo why neglect le hore motho ena ka nna absconda kapa ke king absconda kore how are you going to manage the risk? I can tell you today that magistrate can do nothing. ha moshanyana a qeta ho baleya kapa e tlo batla admin e ka o ntse tsa di case tseo tsa pakellaneng ka lekgotleng di tlo ematsi ho kenya Interpol ho etsa mo ferefere o fetang o sentse ko etsa hona tje ka moshanyana a hlotse mono a dutsing mono a ituletseng fela ka toropong a bitile bana. So one person decided, one individual decided, he made that decision and he slept well at night. And then I haven't slept since then. Ibla ke tlo robala. Ho fihlela that boy aba rearrested kapa bail yone ba revoked. I will not stop. I will not keep quiet. I will never be silent. Because haeba hona tje ke na le ngwana ile ngwe ke tlameha ke mo oke bohloko ba her soul le bohloko ba pelo ya hae suddenly e bohloko, you understand? And now I have to fight after sloppiness here a justice system. Qetellong ya letsatsi, I'm not going to stop. I'm just not going to stop.
Mui taba tsena di bohloko kana le bana ba banana be re ba sia motshare mona re etsa mabaka a bona be re ba tshepetseng hore bontate bo malome bo abuti wa bona ba tla ba hlokomela ebe ba qetelletse ba utlwisitswe bohloko ke bona batho bana be reng ke ba hlokomedi ba bona hona tje ngwana o dutse mane go ka leqeba la sa tsebeng gona le tlo fola neng jwang moetsi wa ke tswena ntsang lo sa the o sa hana le hana stress yo ka mme a tshware lo tsamaya ka tsama lo tshela ka tlase ka mo ka mana ka tshela ebe o ile ebe ngwaneno wa motho o setsa o ka leqeba lena justice ha se bui ka nnete ke thapedi ya ka ke thapedi ke a kopa hore ka nnete le ke le shebe taba ena ya molao taba ena na justice system hore ka nnete a ko shebeng ka tsela e nngwe batho bana ba re ipang batho bana ba hlekefetsang batho bana ba bolayang a ko shebeng ka tsela e nngwe a ko shebeng ka lihlo le leng hore na le ka e sebetsa bang ke thapelo ke thapedi ya ka ke Q's Lounge ga leboa. See you next time.
Baby, anonaka. Okwa. Tlotlo mfake. Baby. Ha sa tla ukusa bohloko. Ke ba bana re tsamaile.
Yes, Mom.
Ha sa tla ukusa bohloko. Hang Mahmud.
Okay, Mom.
Okay.
Mushapile.
Hambe le maponesa a moshapile hampe pepe. Okay. Baby. Kana motho a tlamang ho utlwisa bohloko jwalo. Okay.
Yes, Mom.
Baby, no wenaka. I'm sorry, okay?
Yes, Mom.
Go fall, o hole, o be strong, no?